Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he and his team, they're the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for two here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. Here we go. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Ready? Now Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Let's go. Hustle, hustle. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Steps away. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Still going into space at the 45. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 59 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bengals set to take over. Here we go. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here we go, here we go. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one hauled in by Sample. only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A first throw for the backup Wilson. Out to his left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC division. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the 1st down marker, Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield, and that one falls incomplete.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
11 mighty. 11 God.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and goal, Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Jets set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They are certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Second and 2. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. Complete to his tight end sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gun.
Now Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
On 2. 11, Thomas. God.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And now they're in the hurry-up. To the air again, Burrow hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're indeed
going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
11.
Burrow will throw.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
Here we go.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but
but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.